Hello and welcome to today's Yin Yoga practice. We're going to have a nice gentle practice today, balanced for the whole body to release and go deeper into this healing state of peaceful inner balance. So let's begin by coming into our comfortable seat. Bring the first finger and thumb together and relax the hands on the legs. Let's close our eyes. It's time to make the conscious decision to be fully present in your body, letting go of the thoughts of the rest of the day. Beginning to connect to the breath. And starting to relax the body and mind, the deep breath in through the nose, all the way down to the belly, expanding now through the mouth with a sigh. And bring a gentle smile to the face, send the message to the brain. And cell. Let's bring the hands together in front of the heart. We open our class with 3 unifying Oms. Half of the exhalation is O, the second half of the exhalation is M. As we make the M sound, we touch the tongue to the roof of the mouth and feel that vibration massaging the brain. Let's take a nice breath in together. Intention helps to create our experience. So let's take a moment to set our intention for this class. A moment of gratitude for the teachings of yoga, for the health of our bodies and minds. Practicing gratitude is very healing for our entire system. Let's gently open our eyes to begin our practice. We're going to come to the standing position on the mat to begin today. And we're going to try something new that we haven't really done with this group before. So let's step the feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to do tapping. This is a Qigong practice where we tap the body, different parts, different meridians or energy channels to help open those energy channels. It helps to relieve blockages and gets the energy flowing through the whole body. And this is a great preparation for any yoga practice. I do it every day, first thing in the morning, to help open the energy channels, get the energy flowing, releasing blockages. It's especially beneficial before a yin yoga practice where we're holding the poses for longer. This allows the energy to flow more freely as we hold those poses for a longer period of time. So we take the left hand out and we make a very gentle fist with the right hand, and we use this part, the front part of the fist here, to gently tap up and down the arms. So we're going to go up and down 3 times. First the inside line, then the middle line, then the outside line. We'll turn the hand over and do the same thing. Up and down once, then to the middle, up and down, then to the outside, up and down. And I'll guide you through each round. So let's start on the middle, turning the palm up. And we start on the inside line, gently tapping, not too hard, not too light. You want to feel the vibration. And you tap up and down the arm once, then you come to the middle line, up and down 1 time, then to the outside line. up and down. We'll turn the palm over to face the floor, same thing. The inner line, up and down, one time. Then the middle line, up and down one time, and the outside line, up and down one time. Let's tap all around the elbow, inside, all around. There's a lot of pressure points here, acupressure points and meridians that come through this elbow. So we focus on specific places for a bit longer to bring even more healing. Now let's bring tapping to the palm. Our hand gives and receives a lot of energy, so very important to open the meridians in the hand. We'll turn the hand over in that web between the first finger and the thumb, gently tap there. Remember to connect to your breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth now. Nice, gentle, deep breathing. Now let's come up to this space between the shoulder and the ear, right here. We tap there. Let that arm be completely relaxed. You can even lean a little bit to that side to make sure everything's relaxed. Just a few rounds here, anywhere from 10 to 30 times. We'll take the left arm up. We'll tap in the armpit, anywhere from 10 to 30 times. By the end of this tapping session, you'll feel a great difference in your energy. We'll tap with the open hand now, just down. We'll do that 3 times, only down, from the armpit down to the waist, 3 times. Okay, now we come to the lung point, just under the collarbone inside the shoulder. There's an indentation here. We bring the hand back into the gentle fist. We tap there 10 to 30 times. Staying with that deep rhythmic breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay. Now let's move to the other side. Same thing. Turn the palm up to the ceiling. We'll tap up the inside line and down one time. Then the middle of that arm up and down. And the outer line up and down. We turn the thumb over. Same thing. Inner line up and down. Middle of the back of the arm up to the shoulder and back down to the wrist. And then the outer line up to the shoulder and down to the wrist. Now, let's tap the inside of the hand, anywhere from 10 to 30 times. You're sending that nice vibration through the body, through the different energy channels. We'll turn the hand over and get that webbing between the first finger and the thumb, tapping there. Remember, not so much that it hurts, but not too gentle where you don't feel the vibration. We want to help to send that vibration deeper into the body. Back up to this space between the shoulder and the neck. Tap here. You can lean to that side a bit, make sure the arm is completely relaxed. The more relaxed we are, the more the energy flows. Now let's raise that arm and get into the armpit. 10 to 30 times. It usually takes me about 10 minutes to do this full routine, so it's a great way to start our practice. Then we open the hand into flat palm, we tap this down to the waist, and come back up and tap in the armpit down to the waist, and we'll do this 3 times. Yeah. Now let's come to that lung point here, just under the collarbone. Go here, make sure the arms relaxed, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, good. Now let's tap around the heart center. This helps to activate the thymus gland, which is responsible for our immune system. My voice sounds a little funny. If you tap, it's okay. You get the point. You hear the message. Tap right here in the center of the chest. And then you can tap all around the chest. Take your time. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Back to that thymus gland right here in the center of the chest, the heart center. Good. Let's relax the arms. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then we'll tap around the stomach in gentle circles. Take your time. Do 3 circles in one direction. When you're ready, change to the other direction 3 times. Good. Now we'll pat just below the navel. Open the hands now for the open hand gentle slap or pat just below the navel. We'll come back into gentle fists and hit that crease of the thighs. Anywhere from 10 to 30 times. So if you do this on your own, remember at least 10 times to get the vibration really going. Okay. Now I'm going to turn so you can see, just along the lines of the spine, we take the inside of the hand where that webbing is, so the first finger to the thumb right here on each hand, and we rub that up and down the sides of the spine. These are the meridians that connect to the kidneys. The kidneys are responsible for the distribution of energy through the whole body. So bend the knees and lean forward a bit so the kidneys can press back. So we want to send a little energy and heat in there. Okay, now we take the back of the hands and gently pat the kidneys. Make sure you're bending forward so the kidneys press towards the back. That gentle vibration going into the kidneys. Then we'll take the fingertips and we'll massage the sacrum, that rectangular bone at the base of the spine, very important energy center. I like to do it right on the skin, so you want to heat it up. Bend the knees, lean forward a bit. Really rub all around the sacrum with the fingertips to get that sacrum nice and hot. You'll feel this open, the energy center here. And now from here, we tap around the buttocks, all around, a lot of energy channels here. So take your time, pat all around the buttocks. Then we go to one side and get right under the buttocks, right where the fold of the butt cheek would be, right here. And we'll go to the other side, remember at least 10 times on each side. Okay. Now from here, we're going to go down the outside of the legs and back up. Then we're going to go down the inside of the legs and back up. Now the femur bone is right down the center, the bones in the lower legs. Down the center, we want to tap just the outside of those bones. Down and up. Then we go to the back. Down the center and up the back. And we come to the back of the knees and all around the knees. Okay. Back of the knees, a lot of meridians. Very important meridians here, energy channels. So open these a little longer here. We'll stand up and take a deep relaxing breath. Take the right foot over the left knee, a little bit of balance. We pat the sole of the foot here. Right here, the bubbling spring, just below the balls of the feet. We tap that, make sure the foot's relaxed. About 10 to 20 times. Change to the other side. Remember, it's what's called the bubbling spring. It's right here below the balls of the feet, and this is how we collect the energy from the earth. This channel connects to the kidneys. So we get our energy from the earth to feed our bodies through the kidneys. Good. Relax that one. Let's come up to the head and we'll make gentle claw, and we gently tap down the center line and around the outside of the head. Let's do that a few times. So you tap down the center to the back of the head and around and all around the head. Remember to breathe deep in through the nose, out through the mouth. And we'll tap right here along the hairline. A lot of important points here. Tap on the forehead, all around the eye sockets, right under the eyes, on the eye sockets, the bones under the eyes, many important points here. Down to the cheeks, let the mouth hang open and get the sides of the jaws, releasing tension here. Good. Now, we gently massage the ears. There are many, many reflexology points in the ears, just as there are in the feet and the hands. And when we massage the ears, we send energy to the organs, especially the kidneys. Kidneys are very important for the health of our energy in our body. So keep massaging the ears gently all over. You can do this every day. Bring health to the entire body just by massaging the hands or the feet or the ears, or all three. Good. Now let's pull those ears up gently and pull them back and pull them down. One more time. Pull them up, pull them back, pull them down. Okay, let's take a deep relaxing breath here. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel within to see and experience the effects of your practice. Feel that nice vibration, the energy flowing freely through the channels. Okay, so this is a great way to start every morning. If you don't have much time to do something to get your energy flowing, this is one that I do every single day. Now let's come down to begin our yin yoga practice. Coming onto the knees and tucking the toes under the feet, we start with the stretching of the feet. Now, if your feet are feeling tight, stay up here on the knees. It's a much less intense stretch. If you're ready to go deeper into the stretch, you can sink the hips back and rest the buttocks on the heels. Place the hands to begin on the top of the thighs. Now, after a few moments, if it gets to be too much of a stretch, simply come back up to this kneeling position. Let's close our eyes. Take a deep, relaxing breath. One more time. Now we're going to start with the practice of the wave breath, the three-part breath that we'll do in several of our yin yoga postures today. As you inhale, fill the belly like a balloon, then pause here, holding the breath in the lungs. Then inhale deeper and expand the ribs, holding for a moment here, keeping the breath in the lungs. Then inhale all the way to the top of the lungs, the top of the head, and hold for a moment. We exhale the opposite way down. Release from the top down a third of the way, a third of the exhale, then hold a moment. Exhale another third of the way down so that the ribs relax, and hold for a moment. Then exhale all the way, let the belly move to the spine to finish the breath. And pause for a moment here. 2 more rounds. Inhale, belly expands like a balloon, and hold for a moment, holding the breath in. Inhale deeper into the ribs, expand the ribs, and pause for a moment, holding the air in the lungs. Last one, inhale all the way up to the top of the lungs, the top of the head, and hold the breath in. Opposite direction, we exhale a third of the way down, and pause for a moment, holding the breath. Exhale the second third of the way down, the ribs relaxing, pausing for a moment. And final exhale, move the belly to the spine to empty the lungs completely and gently, and hold for just a moment. Last round, inhale, belly expands like a balloon. Pause here, holding the breath in. Inhale deeper into the lungs. Expand the ribs and pause here. Finally, inhale up to the top of the lungs, top of the head, hold the breath in. Opposite direction, we exhale a third of the way down and hold for a moment. And exhale, another third of the way down, letting the ribs relax, pausing for a moment. And final exhale, let the belly move to the spine and empty the lungs. Pause for just a moment and allow the breath to return to normal. Let's spin the right hand up over the top of the head, fingertips just above the ear. And we gently move the right ear towards the right shoulder, stretching the left side of the neck. Breathe deep into the stretch. As you inhale, feel the tension in the neck. As you exhale, slowly release and go deeper into the stretch. If you like, you can gently move the chin forward and back, stretching the neck in your own pace as you stay connected to that deep rhythmic breath. Take your time. If you want to stay in one position, that's fine. It's your neck. Feel what works best for your neck in this moment as you breathe deep. You want to stay connected to the breath in the whole practice. Let's inhale to release. Take the left hand over the top of the head, fingers just above the ear, and gently guide the left ear towards the left shoulder. Stay with that breath, nice and deep, breathing into the neck. We breathe into the tension in the body. As we exhale, release the tension as you breathe out. You can start with some gentle movements if you like. Feeling that nice stretch inside of the neck. Deep, full breath through the whole practice. The deeper you breathe, the more energy you bring into the body and mind. Let's stay connected to that breath through the whole practice. Gently release. Good. Now those feet probably are feeling it by now, so let's release the posture. Leaning forward onto the hands, we'll bring the top of the feet to the floor. Resting the hands back on the thighs, and we'll take a deep, relaxing breath here. You can feel that energy and blood flowing back into the feet. We always bring the awareness into the body after each posture to feel the effects of our practice. We also notice the flow of energy, becoming more aware of the subtle aspect of ourselves. We watch the emotions and the mind, observing the self from within. Let's continue our practice. Once again, we'll rise up onto the standing position. We'll bring the feet a little bit wider again, shoulder width apart. Let's find our balance here. Close the eyes for a moment. Take a deep, relaxing breath as we center ourselves. Now, as we inhale the arms to the sides and up, reach as long as you can. Keep that reach, spine stays long. As you exhale, moving from the hips, keep reaching through the fingers, lengthening through the spine. We'll release into the forward fold. Put a gentle bend in the knees, just a micro bend as we clasp the elbows. We'll start with some simple, gentle movements, side to side, maybe moving the head a bit. You can take a deep, relaxing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time if you like. Deep, relaxing breath. Now let's stay in this forward fold and come back to the center. Close our eyes, and it's very important to connect to the breath here. This time, as you inhale, pull the energy from the earth up through the feet and legs to the root chakra at the base of the spine. As you exhale, allow that energy to descend down the spine and out through the top of the head back into the earth. So we're becoming a circuit, a channel for the energy to flow through us. We guide this energy with our intention and with our breath. Remember to keep the body still now. The stillness of the body helps to bring a deeper release in the muscles and the connective tissue. And the stillness of the body helps to create the stillness of the mind. So each deep inhale, we're pulling the energy from the center of the earth up through the feet and legs to the base of the spine, the energy center at the base of the spine. And each exhale through the nose, let that energy move through the spine and out through the top of the head. And this is how we connect to the energy of the earth through our yin yoga practice. As you breathe deep, we follow each breath to the end and find that moment of stillness, the pause at the end of each breath before the next breath begins. Allow the body and mind to relax into the stillness at the end of every breath.
Let's take a deep inhale together. As we exhale, bend the knees, releasing the hands to the mat, touching the chin to the chest. The next inhalation, rolling the spine up, gently straightening the legs, arms to the sides and up overhead, reaching up to the sky, palms together. As we exhale, bringing the hands to the heart center. Relaxing the arms to the sides, closing the eyes and taking a deep, relaxing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And one more time, deep, relaxing breath. As we close the eyes, we look within, becoming aware of the physical sensations in the physical body. Feeling the gentle vibration of the flow of internal energy. Noticing the emotional and mental state without giving it a name, a story, or a label. Just observe what's happening inside of yourself. Moving to the next posture, we'll spread the feet just a bit wider and turn the toes out to about 45 degrees. As we inhale, raise the arms up, palms together. As we exhale, we come down into the squatting position. You can move the feet until you find the position that works best for you, making some adjustments. Let's bring the palms of the hands together and place the elbows inside of the legs. And we begin to press the thumbs gently to the heart center. Now, if your heels are off the floor, you can roll up the mat or a blanket, cushion, and put them under the heels so that you can relax. It's a little bit more challenging to stay in this pose if the heels are not resting on something. So we press the thumbs lightly against the heart center, touching the chest, and this helps to spread the knees wider apart. Let's close our eyes, keep the chin parallel to the floor to begin. Come back to the breath. Now, once again, let's activate our root chakra in this posture. As we inhale, pull the energy from the center of the earth into the base of the spine, the root chakra. As you exhale, send your energetic roots from the base of the spine down into the earth, around the earth, and connecting to the center of the earth with each exhalation. Every inhalation pulls the energy from the center of the earth up into the bottom of the spine. The battery of your being is the root chakra at the bottom of your spine. As you exhale, send your energetic roots down into the earth. You breathe slowly and deeply, and we find that moment of stillness at the end of every breath, helping to calm and stabilize the mind in the stillness at the end of each breath. You can choose to stay in this posture, or you may choose to deepen the posture by releasing the hands to the floor and allowing the neck and head to gently sink forward. If that feels like it's too much for you, of course, listen to your body first. You can choose to stay in the starting position if that's best for you. Wherever you are, find the stillness in the body. Each posture is a unique meditation, a unique flow of energy. As we follow the breath to the end. Gently we release the pose. We can simply come forward onto the knees, into the kneeling position. We'll rest the hands on the top of the thighs, closing our eyes. Let's take a deep, relaxing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time, deep, relaxing breath. The eyes closed, we look within and observe the effects of the posture. Every posture in yoga, when we hold it for a longer period of time, longer than 90 seconds, has a deeper impact on the entire system. Each time we hold a pose longer than 90 seconds, we begin to influence not only the physical body, but also the energy, the emotions, mind, and state of consciousness. So we observe this transformation as it's happening in this present moment. Let's move into the next posture by gently coming down onto the mat. We'll lay flat on the belly. Rest the forehead on the back of the hands to begin. Let's take a deep, relaxing breath here. Let everything go as you melt into the mat. One more time if you like. Now let's spread the feet as wide as you possibly can and turn the feet out to the sides, the toes out to the sides, and let the inner ankles sink down towards the floor. Gently bring the elbows directly under the shoulders and come into the Sphinx pose. Make sure that the arms, the forearms are parallel. The fingers are gently spread. Bicep, upper arm in a perpendicular line to the floor. Elbows directly under the shoulders. We have a very gentle effort here of pulling into the hands to gently pull the chest forward. We lift the chest and chin just a bit. Shoulders come back and down away from the ears. We want to distribute this curve evenly through the whole length of the spine. So rather than just folding the lower back, pull the chest forward a bit, arch through the mid-back, even lift the chin just a bit. Don't let the head drop back and crunch the neck. But keep the neck long by lifting the chin up. If that feels like it's too much, you can keep the chin parallel to the floor. Let's close our eyes and start the wave breath. As you inhale, fill the belly first. Hold for a moment. Then inhale deeper into the chest. Holding that breath in for a moment. When you're ready, inhale all the way to the top of the lungs and the top of the head. Hold the breath in for a moment. We exhale through the nose in the opposite direction. Third of the way down, exhaling and holding for a moment. Then exhale another third of the way, releasing the ribs and pausing for a moment at the end. And exhale the last third, finishing with the belly moving to the spine, emptying the lungs completely and holding the breath for a moment there. We'll do one more round together. Deep inhale, a third of the way, fill the belly, and pause, hold the breath in. Inhaling deeper into the chest, expanding the ribs, and pausing here for just a moment. Then inhale to the top of the lungs, top of the head, filling everything with breath and holding for a moment. Then exhaling a third of the way down, pausing and holding the breath for a moment here. Exhaling another third of the way, releasing the ribs, holding here for a moment. Then exhaling, finishing the breath, belly moving to spine and pausing for a moment at the end of the breath. One more round in your own rhythm. awareness to the heart center in the middle of the chest. Stay connected to the slow, deep breath. As we inhale deeply, feel that we are breathing in through the heart center and expanding this energy center in the middle of the chest with each breath in. As you exhale, feel that you are releasing anything that is holding you back and is no longer serving you out through the heart center in the middle of the chest. Every breath in is a breath of energy and expansion, opening the heart as you inhale. And every breath out is an act of release, letting go and surrendering to this moment. As you follow each breath to the end, finding that beautiful moment of stillness, the pause at the end of every breath. Keep the body perfectly still, just the breath is flowing. Each breath out, releasing tension from the entire body, letting everything soften. Gently release the pose as we exhale, sliding the elbows out to the sides, bringing the forehead to the back of the hands. If you like, you can take a deep, relaxing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let it all go. One more time, if you like, melting with the breath out. The eyes closed, we look within to observe the effects of the posture, especially in the area of the heart center. Noticing your emotional and mental state. Every posture creates a response within the emotions and the mind. Let's gently release the shoulders, taking the left hand out, away from the body, and placing the left hand in line with the top of the head. Make sure the hand is in line with the top of the head. Keep the left shoulder on the floor and place the right hand under the right shoulder. Bring the legs together. And gently press into the right hand to roll into the left shoulder. Now you can find the edge of your flexibility, maybe just here, rolling to the side. If you're feeling more flexible in the shoulder in this moment, you can bring the knees bent, feet to the floor, and turn the knees up to the ceiling. To go deeper, we reach the right arm up and back. If you want to go to the deepest level, you catch the hand. Let the head relax. If you need to, you can place a cushion or a blanket under the head. Or just let the neck relax and hang to the side. Breathe deep into the shoulder. As you inhale, fill your shoulder with breath and energy. As you exhale, slowly releasing tension from the shoulder. This is a more intense stretch. Just find the edge of your flexibility and allow the breath to take you deeper. There's no need to force anything in our practice. As always, we find a moment of stillness at the end of each breath to stabilize the mind. Slowly inhale to release the posture, rolling back onto the mat, onto the belly. And keep the left arm where it is. Place the forehead on the back of the right hand. Take a nice, deep, relaxing breath here. Feeling what's happening in the left shoulder, left arm. Yoga practice brings us into the present moment by coming into the body and connecting to the breath. We learn to observe ourselves from within, and this is the true practice of yoga, the practice of self-awareness. Let's move to the other side, placing the right hand in line with the top of the head. Keeping that right arm and shoulder on the floor, left hand under the left shoulder, and gently pressing into the left hand to roll into the right shoulder. Find the edge of your flexibility. To go deeper, we bend the knees, place the feet on the floor. If you want to go deeper, you can take that left hand back and catch the fingers of the right hand. Let the neck relax, head relax. Close the eyes and breathe deep into the shoulder now. Wherever your mind goes, the energy flows. So guide the breath and energy into the shoulder to expand the body. As we exhale, releasing tension with each breath out. Let's find that beautiful moment of stillness at the end of every breath to stabilize the mind. release the posture, gently inhale, roll back down onto the mat, keeping the right arm and shoulder in the same place. Place the forehead on the back of the left hand and take a deep, relaxing breath. The eyes closed, we look within to observe the effects of the practice. We'll bring the hands under the shoulders, knees together, ankles together. As we inhale, press up onto the hands and knees. Bring the big toes together, touching, and spread the knees as wide as the mat. So the big toes are together, touching, knees spread as wide as the mat. Take an inhale here. As we exhale, sink the hips back down into the child's pose. If it's very intense for you, you can place a cushion here between the buttocks and the heels for support. Otherwise, you allow the forehead to come to the mat, or you can rest the forehead on a cushion or a blanket for comfort. We begin by crawling the hands, using the fingertips to crawl the hands as far away from the top of the head as we can to lengthen the spine. Once the hands have gone as far as they can, relax the arms completely. Forehead on the floor or a cushion. Let's guide the deep breath into the body. We'll start with the 3-part wave breath. As you inhale, fill the belly. Hold for a moment. Inhale deeper into the chest, expanding the ribs, holding for a moment here. And inhale, fill the lungs to the top of the head even. Hold for a moment. And exhale 1/3 of the way out, releasing. Hold for a moment. Exhale another 1/3 of the way out, releasing the ribs. Holding for a moment. And exhaling all the way to the end of the breath, the belly moving to the spine to gently empty the lungs completely. Hold for a moment here. Do 2 more rounds in your own time, your own rhythm. Continue to follow each deep breath to the end. You inhale, fill the belly, the hips, and the lower back, expanding the body with the breath. As you exhale, let everything soften and release, finding the moment of stillness at the end of every breath. Gently release the pose by inhaling and walking the hands to the body, coming up into the kneeling position. Relax the hands on the top of the thighs, closing the eyes and taking a deep, relaxing breath. Looking within and observing the effects of your practice. Physical, energetic, emotional, and mental effects of your practice. Let's come back down. The hands forward. We'll turn over on to the seated position. Bend the knees, feet flat on the floor. Inhale the arms up in front of the shoulders and exhale, rolling the spine slowly down. We'll finish our practice today with a spinal twist to align the spine. Let's start with a deep, relaxing breath here on the back. Let it all go. Bend the knees and place the feet on the floor. Lift the hips off the floor and slide them to the right edge of the mat, then lower the hips back down to the floor. Straighten the left leg. Bring the right knee up, thigh perpendicular to the floor. Left hand on top of the right knee, the right arm extending away from the shoulder, turning the palm of the hand up to the sky. Now keep both shoulder blades on the mat. As you exhale, slowly bring the right knee to the left, into the twist. And turn the face to the right, towards the hand. It's okay if the knee doesn't touch the floor, but please keep both shoulders on the floor. Of course, we'll close our eyes here. And this time we're going to breathe deep into the spine. As you inhale deeply, fill your spine with breath and energy. As you exhale through the nose or through the mouth, releasing any tension from the spine and the body and allowing the entire body to surrender into the twist with each breath out. So we keep the mind and the breath in the spine, feeling how every breath changes the spine. Of course, remembering to find the moment of stillness at the end of each breath. Relaxing all the unnecessary mind. Slowly bring the knee back to the center. Place the right foot on the floor. Slide the hips back to the center of the mat. And straighten the legs, feet as wide as the mat, arms at the sides, palms turned up. Take a deep, relaxing breath. Feel the effects in your spine. Noticing your emotional and mental states. Bend the knees, feet on the floor. Slide the hips to the left. few centimeters to the left, then straighten the leg, right leg straight. Bend the left knee, thigh perpendicular to the floor. Place the right hand under the left knee and the left arm away from the shoulder with the palm turned out. As we exhale, slowly bring the knee to the right and turn the face to the left. Remember to keep both shoulder blades on the mat, upper back flat. It's okay if the knee does not touch the floor. Close the eyes. Deep, rhythmic breath into the spine. Enjoying the moment of stillness at the end of every breath. As we inhale, we slowly bring the left knee back to the center. Place the left foot on the floor and slide the hips to the center of the mat. Straighten the legs, feet spread as wide as the mat. Palms turned up to the sky for a deep, relaxing breath. One more time if you like, letting it all go. Observe yourself from within. Noticing the physical sensations in the physical body. Feeling the gentle vibration of the energy flowing inside. Becoming aware of your emotional and mental states without giving it a name, a label, or a story. Simply feeling and observing at the same time. Now you're welcome to join me for our longer breathing practice, or you can stay here on your back for a final relaxation. If you're doing a final relaxation, please remember to consciously relax each part of your body from the toes to the top of the head to take you into a deeper relaxed state. You're going to join me for the breathing practice. Let's bring the knees to the chest, hands just under the knees, ankles and knees side by side, and lift the chin to the chest. Inhale to rock up, exhale to rock back 5 times, massaging the spine. Keep the chin on the chest, inhaling up, exhaling back. After the fifth time, we can come back up into the seat and begin our breathing practice.